In the ancient land of the Igola people, where the river Niger curved like a giant serpent and the forest whispered secrets older than memory, there lived a feared witch doctor known as Ayame. Her shrine stood at the edge of the forest near Ida, hidden beneath towering Iroko trees whose roots clawed the earth like restless spirits. Ayame was not born evil. As a young girl, she was intelligent, curious, and deeply spiritual. But when famine struck her village and her parents died mysteriously within the same moon cycle, bitterness took root in her heart. She was taken in by an old herbalist who practiced dark rituals forbidden by the elders and condemned by the gods of justice. When the old woman died, Ayame inherited not only her shrine but her evil powers. Over time, her name spread across Igola land like harmattan fire. People came to her at night, politicians seeking power, traders desperate for wealth, barren women craving children, and young men wanting revenge. Ayame never refused anyone, but her help always came with a price. Sometimes it was blood. Sometimes it was loyalty. Other times, it was the slow destruction of another human soul, using incantations spoken in twisted Igola dialect and charms soaked in midnight sacrifices. She manipulated minds, turning brothers against brothers and neighbors against neighbors. Village chiefs began to rule with cruelty after visiting her shrine. Court cases were won unjustly. Honest men fell into sudden disgrace, while the wicked prospered. The elders noticed that wherever Ayame's influence reached, peace vanished, children fell ill without cause. Dreams turned dark. Drums cracked during festivals. The once united Igola people began to live in fear, whispering her name only in hushed tones, but unknown to Ayame, a new wind was blowing through the land. A humble preacher named Pastor Daniel Okoli arrived from a distant town, carrying only a worn Bible and an unshakable faith in God. He was mocked at first. Some called him foolish for preaching salvation in a land bound by fear. Others warned him never to mention Ayame's name, but Pastor Daniel did not fear her. One evening, during a village gathering, he spoke boldly, "There is no power, whether in the forest or in the river, that is greater than the power of the living God." Those words pierced the air like thunder. That same night, Ayame sensed it. Her charms rattled violently. Her mirror of divination cracked. For the first time in decades, fear touched her heart. Angered, she sent spiritual attacks toward the preacher, nightmares, sickness, confusion, but none worked. Instead, people who attended the preacher's prayers began to experience deliverance. Some confessed how Ayame had manipulated them. Others brought out charms and idols, burning them openly. Her control was slipping. Furious, Ayame decided to confront the preacher publicly. During a large community festival by the river, she appeared dressed in red and black beads, her eyes blazing with dark confidence. The crowd fell silent. She challenged the preacher, "If your God is real, let him save you today." Pastor Daniel stepped forward calmly and replied, "This is not about me. It is about the freedom of these people." As prayers rose, the atmosphere changed. The wind howled. The river surged. Ayame screamed as her powers turned against her. The spirit she once controlled abandoned her. She collapsed, shaking violently, her voice no longer proud but broken. For the first time, she cried, not in anger, but in defeat. The power of God overpowered her, stripping her of every dark ability she had used to manipulate others. Her shrine was later destroyed, and the forest seemed to breathe again. Ayame survived, but she was no longer feared. She became a quiet woman, living on the outskirts of the village, haunted by her past but humbled by a power greater than hers. Peace returned to Igola land. And the people learned a lasting truth: no darkness, no matter how ancient, can stand against the light of God.